Okay, so I'm going to take this one line at a time. First thing you've got to do is a string rake. The way you do that is by bringing your thumb, so when you contact the strings, you bring your thumb on your picking hand onto the strings right behind it. So it mutes everything that you've done, that you've played just after you've struck it. So you don't get any of this. It's just literally like that. So your thumb is going straight onto the strings after you've hit it, muting them. And we're aiming for the 14th fret of the G string, so you're going to want to hold that down, and then after, basically, as you rake across the strings like that, when you get to 14, pick it normally, obviously. Then we do a half string bend on 14, release, and pull off to 12. That happens a lot faster than it looks on the tab. It's hard to fit in string bend, release, and pull off and make it look like it's happening quickly. But it's like that. And then you go to 14 on the D strings you got. Then we're following the melody here from the verse, so you're going to go like this. So I went 14, 12, 14 on the D string, and I did that twice. And then you go to 12 on the G and B string and slide it down. I'd say probably about the 7th fret I let go. So, because you're not going like this, you're going, and you're not going all the way to the end either. You just let go around somewhere in between here and here. So, then next line starts in the same way. Then we're going to do this thing. So, if we go like this, then we go 14, 12 on the D string, hammer on 12 to 14 on the A string, and then 12 on the D, then go up to 12 on the A. So you've got this. Then you go to 10 on the A, 12 on the same string, slide into 14, then 10 on the A, and then 12 on the E. So you've got from the first 4 notes were this. Sorry, that was the first 6 notes. Then you got this. So now I must stress, I know I said that's the second line. It's also going on to the first 2 notes of the third line, but it's all because that's kind of part of the same lick. What's tough here though, of course, is that this lick goes straight into the next one, so there's no gap, unlike this first one. So far we've got... Oh, hang on. Yeah, so the next bit is 12 on the D, palm muted, 14 on the D, 12 on the G, not palm muted, and then back to 14 on D, and 12 on D, palm muted. So you got... so if I go from the second line... Oh, I always get that wrong, hang on. Then we go straight into this lick here. So that was 15 on the D string. You're kind of doing a unison bend, but not playing them at the same time. So the notes at the same time like this. You're going 15, and then just as you're starting to reach E, the note E, because you're bending up from D flat. You're bending up from D flat to E flat, and just as you're starting to reach it, you play 12. So you got, and then on the last one, obviously, you do go all the way up to E flat. If you can put vibrato on that string bend, then do. It's very tricky, that technique. Then we've got this really tough lick here. I'm going to play it wrong. again, the tab does not indicate and can't really indicate how fast this bit is because I can't write the notes. The notes have got to be clear on the sheet. I can't write them like, you know, really close to each other. Oh, no, I did that last bit wrong. So let me do that. We're on to the third line here. I'm going to do it really slowly. 12 on E. 15. Basically, you're going to need these two fingers. Oh, yeah, and then when you get up to the G string, your ring... Oh, actually, no. Yeah, no, it's just your index and your ring finger you're going to use. Sorry. So you're going to go 12 on the E, 15 on the B, then 12 on B. So you got... Then you're going to go to 14 on G and do a half string bend. So you got this. Very fast, I do it. It's all about like just your plectrum timing and with your fingers here. Because you're sort of not string skipping, but do you know what I mean? You're moving from one string to another really fast here. Then you're going to go back to 12 on B, then 12 on E, then 15 on B, and then 12 on B. So you got... That is all alternate pick, by the way. So we've got this so far. That 12 to 15 to 12, those last two notes is actually a pull off. So you got... So you don't have to pick all of them. So yeah, actually both times you go 12 to 15 on the B string there, that is a pull off. Then you're going to go to 15 on the high E string and you do a full bend, hold it for a sec and then let it go. So that lick is... Then we're going to go 12 on the high, 15 on the B, and then you're going to go this. So that was 14 on the G, slide up to 15, back to 14, slide, and then pull off to 12. So that last little bit there was just 3 picks. So I'm going to do that line now slowly. Hang on. Okay, now we're going to go like this. So that's the start of the next page. So I went 14 on the D, 12 on the G, 12 on the G and did a full bend. And then 12 on the B and G string, and slide it down. Next we're going to go like this. So I went 14 on the D, 12 on the G. Hang on. Oh yeah, that's how it goes, my bad. So you go 14 on the D, 12 on the G. Do a full string bend on 14. Oh. And then release. Pull off to 12. And then 14 on the D. So you got... So you're going to go from that 12 on the D, on the G, 12 on the G, to the 14 on the D. The last 2 notes of that line you're going to go to that quickly. Now let's see if I can remember this last bit. Okay, that's not right. Okay. There we go. So we're going to go 14 on the G, the half bend, then 12 on the B. Actually, that's a full bend. So you go full bend on 14, 12 on the B, 12 on the E, and then we're going to go like that on 15 and then to 12 on the B and the E string. So you've got this. So that's the first 5 notes on the last line of the solo. Then we're going to go to 15 on the high E string and do a full bend and release. So you've got then you're going to play 12 on the high E string twice, and then to finish you go like this. 15 on the high E string, hammering onto 12, and that goes into a chorus after that. So I'm going to try and recap the solo here, but again, I'm probably going to mess it up. Yep, there we go. Okay. Close enough. So that solo is hard. We will, I'm sure, be able to work something out in E flat minor blues to make it work. But just have a go. Like, it does get pretty fast at points. It's sort of Stevie Ray Vaughan style blues licks. But yeah, let's see what we can do. See you guys soon.